All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another episode of the CSO Show. It's been a while since we had the founders, Kratos and Bloodrain, on on the very first episode. This time, I'm bringing you yet another CSO player. It's gonna be our very own young prodigy. It's Rombuzz. Hello, Rombuzz. How are you
Hello.
doing?
Pretty well as for school day.
On the
Yeah,
school
like-
day.
Like school days are hard.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can agree on that one. Especially your eighth grade, right? So you're finishing.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
pressure. A lot of pressure, right?
uh, the pressure isn't really coming from school because I know that I'm anyways going to a pretty good school.
Okay.
But it's more like from the parents' side, you have the pressure that you want to get good grades. Then I don't know, you won't have the phone for a week and stuff like that.
Yeah, that happened in my time as well. So
Yeah.
10 years ago, that was the biggest torture technique. So don't worry about it. At one point, you're gonna just realize it's no biggie. Right now,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, I'm just looking at my phone, and I have like 6 billion things, and I'm just like, there you go. It's fine.
Yeah, same for me.
Keep ringing. It's okay. So why don't we start off with the very basic topics? First of all, let's just explain what we're gonna have here. We're gonna have a casual chat, just like in the first episode. We're gonna discuss about a couple of topics. I wrote Rombuzz some questions to have a little bit of a cheat sheet as well as for me. So we're gonna start with the very basics. Like, tell us a bit about yourself. Like, where do you come from? Like, how old are you? Because I'm pretty sure people are curious. Since I called you a prodigy, and you can also like tell us about some hobbies if you want, or just whatever you feel like sharing with the crowd.
Yeah, so basically I'm 14 and I'm from Poland. I really like to joke about Poland and how great of a country it is. I like to play piano, ride on bike. Yeah, I'm good at maths and English.
Ooh, nice.
I love reading science fiction books too.
Okay.
But yes, some books I like, some books are just completely not in my type.
Do you have anything currently that you're reading? Some kind of
No, but
science
recently I was reading Hunger Games.
Ooh, nice. Nice. I heard
Yeah.
of that one, but honestly, I'm not the type to read. I don't really have enough time to do so. But I didn't know you know the piano. You know how to play on the piano. Like, that's a surprise for me.
I know. I know how to play piano. Yeah, I won't play anything, but I know how to play it.
One day, we're gonna
Yeah,
have
one
a
day
special
One day
clip.
when I'm gonna get the cable to plug it into my PC, then I can play something. But
Yeah, you're gonna record something really nice. What do you so? Okay, you told us. Well, basically, anything else you would like to share? So
oh, no. I
outside
think
of
now
gaming, of course, because we're gonna
Outside of
get into the
gaming, yeah.
gaming side in a moment.
Yeah, gaming is. I mean, it's really. Okay, I don't know what to say about gaming, so.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll get used to it. You'll get used to the camera and everything in a couple of minutes. You can just drink some water. We can take a break, whatever you feel like. But let's get into the gaming, because that's why people are coming to this show and they want to find out more about you, right? So, since you're so young, when did this whole thing start? When did you get into gaming?
Basically, I've had an Xbox since first grade. Then I think we sold it in third grade to buy a graphics card or something like this for my mom's computer.
Good investment.
And Uh, yeah, funny story behind it is like we didn't install it for 2 months because she didn't have time to actually give it to us, like, yeah, plug it in. So yeah, and later, wait, no, in third grade I already had a computer. Yeah, so it was second grade when I sold my Xbox. And back then I was playing only Minecraft and Forza Horizon. Like I knew about Starcraft because one of my dad worked at Blizzard and second one just played Starcraft and was really good at Starcraft 1 and 2. And he just likes watching Starcraft. So yeah, I pretty much know Starcraft from the second grade maybe. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I started like playing seriously on the start of 2022, and I got into it, got coaching from someone, and yeah, just started playing tournament.
Nice. Okay, so you said let me ask you this. So what was the first game like on the Xbox? Because you said you had an Xbox. What was the first game that you played? It got you hooked, you know.
I don't remember, but I think it might be Forza Horizon 2. I still miss the game, and I still would want to play it on my PC, but it's sadly not a PC game. So yeah. Yeah, and then Minecraft, of course. I remember building giant bases, which were just like 4x4 and to the sky.
Ooh, nice. How tall you can go.
Yeah.
So we know that you're playing Starcraft, so you like RTS games, I suppose. Or maybe it's just Starcraft. Maybe you're like me and you only like Starcraft and you cannot find another RTS game that you would like.
Yeah, just like you, I can't find another RTS game. Maybe I'm just not getting really much interested in this topic. Of course, I'm waiting for Stargate to release because, yeah, I'm really hyped and I hope it will come out great. And
Fingers crossed, man.
It won't have the problems that Starcraft had.
A lot of people have a lot of expectations. But yeah, tell me a bit about what other types of games, what genres do you like? Because I know you play a couple.
Yeah, basically I play Minecraft from time to time too. It's still good to relax after I lost 10 games on ladder to Zarg.
It was so specific. I love that, by the way. It's so specific.
I play Valorant sometimes. Yeah, and by the way, I have 1,300 hours in Fortnite.
Nice.
So like, yeah, I don't know how did I have so much time. But, yeah.
When would you have time if not now, you know?
Yeah.
It's still like a difficult, tough time for you now, but trust me, when you get into high school, you'll have time once again. You'll think you'll have no time, but you'll have time. You're stressed about it, and you'll be like, I need to study, I need to do this, and it's more difficult and everything, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, high school is high school. I don't have the ending exams so fast, so I can chill out for
another 4 years. Another 4
3
more
years.
years. Well, 3 years, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So you like, I guess. Well, can we count Minecraft as like? Well, it's a first-person game, but not exactly a shooter. It's more like a sandbox
I don't know.
game.
It's just like free. Yeah, sandbox freestyle. There's everything in Minecraft. So I like the tech things in Minecraft, like the mod packs with machines and automation.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like single player games. I mean, yeah, like single player but multiplayer. You know, you play solo.
You play
nothing
solo.
team. Yeah, because I hate being dependent on other people. Like when I die and I kill 3 people, then the rest 4 of my team just die to one guy, and yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Valorant to me. Sorry, maybe wrong timing. You almost spit out the water as well.
No. It wasn't that funny, but it was more like pain.
Yeah.
PTSD.
True. Okay, so probably we're gonna jump into the longer part of this whole show, or this episode rather. Let's start off with the really good question, and I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like stereotypical here, but like people your age don't actually look at Starcraft. Let's be honest on that one.
Yeah, it's like everyone in my class is playing only phone games or FIFA. There's no other things. Okay, maybe Minecraft, like 2 or 3 people, but there's only FIFA. There's only phone games. And yeah, it's like
like this
sad because it would be fun to actually have someone to talk with in school about Starcraft.
I've been there as well.
There's a really boring history lesson. Yeah.
You'd be like, why can't they just talk about the history of Starcraft? Like, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, how to counter-rush your
yeah, like you're sitting and you're like sleeping and everything, and teacher's like, why aren't you paying attention? And like, but it's so boring. And what isn't boring to you? And you're like,
counter-rush wasn't invented in 1400s.
Yeah, that's exactly it was invented in the 2400s.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my question here is, because we know that a lot of people play like these Riot Games titles. Let's just name them: Valorant, League of Legends. Maybe I hear a couple of people play like Hearthstone, maybe if they like trading cards or something.
But the Storm, CSGO.
Yeah, CSGO. I don't know about Heroes of the Storm. There's a couple of people, but that's pretty much like Starcraft category. That game. Sorry, Blizzard. Actually, not sorry, Starcraft community. Anyways, so the question would be, why Starcraft?
Because it's like a game where you play, of course, alone. Like it's 1v1. You don't have to depend on your teammates. And like the thing that really attracted me when I first got like I've seen Starcraft on one stream, and I got to its Discord, and I've seen a league with prize money, and I already knew that I will be playing Starcraft.
Wow.
So yeah, that was the thing that kind of motivated me. Also, yeah, as I said, my dad really likes to watch Starcraft, so I pretty much was watching Starcraft before I even started playing it. So by a few years, yeah.
I think there's a lot of people who started watching Starcraft first and playing it, so including myself. I've been following it from like 2018 or so, late 2018, because I heard about Serral's huge accomplishment, and then I was like, wow, this dude like broke a Korean thing, because I knew it from League of Legends, and Chinese were really good in Dota. So yeah, I think that caused a lot of popular. It basically made the game more popular to the casual audience that likes to watch it. And I remember following it in 2019 already. So yeah. And you mentioned you started playing seriously in 2022, but how long have you been playing StarCraft actually?
I don't know. It's like 3rd grade. But
Okay.
it wasn't like I'm playing macro. It was Cannon Rush only and Forgate only.
Yeah,
And
it's fine. I
I
mean,
played like in series. Like I play 1 week, then I don't play 6 months. Then I remember that there's this game called Starcraft. I play for another 1 week. I get bored because I don't know how to play, and then another 6 months off.
yeah, it just sounds like me when I was indecisive as well. Once again, so yeah. For those who are wondering, I already told Rombuzz is like the younger version of me in some ways. I keep telling him that you're just like me. You're doing the same freaking mistakes. Stop doing them. Just you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. So yeah. So you've been playing.
Yeah, I actually gained
with-
a bit of hope that that I will maybe reach Masters before this game dies. After today's clan war.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will. You will. You just need to
My-
keep playing.
My dreams are that I go on IEM and I win, as it's my first tournament, but like.
No, if Starcraft survives, man, I can see that happening honestly, because you've been evolving fast. So
don't really see Starcraft surviving unless Blizzard is gonna create Starcraft 3, but like more hopes in Stormgate.
well, there could be a CS:GO syndrome as well, where the developer doesn't care, and then Valorant came out, as you know, and CS:GO started getting patches, and got a lot better, Still not that good, but now they're coming with Source 2. That was
I'm waiting
6
for
years
this too.
late.
Also, I have to like sell my skills because if this game somehow, if Source 2 update comes out not really good, then I'm gonna be screwed.
Yeah. They said this, by the way, just as in brackets, they said the skins are going to be kept.
Yeah, I know.
So oh, look at that. It's already documented. Oh, why am I even here, right? I'm here to ask the boring questions and talk about some stupid stuff, you know. That's my job, but I enjoy it. Anyways, so were you actually playing StarCraft after it became free to play or before?
Before and after, but before I played on my dad's account.
Okay, gotcha. All right, some more specific stuff. You mentioned cannon rushing, so I don't have to ask what race you're playing. But actually, I'm going to ask it because you showed me some betrayal here and there. So you're dabbling into one race or the other. So right now, I think even the CSO players are curious. What race are you going to or currently playing, quote unquote, officially?
Protoss, but like, Sukas, you are gonna be mad as hell at me. I'm sorry, but I think that I like this arc more. Of course, I'm gonna play it with turn more to see, and I'm probably switching into Zerg because throwing 200 Zerglings or 5 Stalkers is in my style. This is my motto from a couple of days. Yeah, I just like to throw away units and still behind.
Nice. So yeah, get ready for the Rombuzz Zerg. Shameless plug.
Yeah, it's gonna be even crazier than my Protoss.
2 pieces of content are going to be uploaded. Sorry, 1 more piece because 1 is already out on my channel. If you're curious, links in the description. Anyways, back to the topic. So yeah, I had the luxury to say I already beat Rombuzz's Zerg. So if someone's going to lose to him, then you know where to find the master. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. In like 2 weeks, he's going to destroy me. He's already preparing to play with me. Yesterday he was like, Mauzy, we got something to settle. And I'm like, I got that thingy that I was talking about, No, maybe not now.
Yeah, I have to train a bit with Zerg, but yeah, today I played with Sickest just before the our clan war. Yeah, playing with Zerg is so fun, like CVP.
Because you know the other matchup, the other way the matchup.
I mean, CVT is even funnier. Like CVZ, just borrow paintings, and basically you won. I wanted to show you something yesterday, but there wasn't really time, so yeah, I'm gonna show it today after, because yeah, this is beautiful. And
oh, I have a feeling what it is, but we're not gonna spoil it. So anyways, also, if someone is wondering who Sickest is, we already have a quote-unquote kind of schedule with him. So another young prodigy from CSO.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna have him on the show as well. We're gonna get the CSO players one after the other into the meat grinder with y'all, especially the young ones, because you're the future. So Zerg,
I like how at first I had my water battle placed in here. Then I switched it over to here, and now it's again in here.
don't worry, you can switch it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You can switch how many times you want. Mine is empty. But I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if this is this was a smart water. So don't ask why it's smart. I don't know. I just had to clean the bottle like real crazy because I got this from work. Someone brought a sample in it, and I'm like, sure. Never saw this one, but I guess I'm not even gonna bother looking for the price because it's smart water. Because smartphones cost a lot, smartwatches cost a lot, smart cars cost a lot. Like, what do we have here? Smart
water.
Yeah, like that's gonna cost a fortune. I cannot afford it, so I'm happy to have the bottle.
Yeah, you have your clock right in front of you. You don't have to look at your watch. It's just
exactly. I'm a gamer, like.
Yeah, RGB.
Starcraft has a clock in there when you're in the menus. You can see it. So
yeah.
And I don't bother what the time is when I start ladder game. It's ladder time, like.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't show. Of course, it's not going to show, but like. It basically shivers go through my hands and my spine, and I'm like, I just want to kill this guy.
Yeah, and then it becomes 2 a.m. and you have to wake up at 6.
It happens sometimes. It happens. So we talked about the race, and we talked about why you enjoy it. Why you play it, basically, because you enjoy it. Do you think this is something to do with being a new thing that you try, or you like genuinely feel like you're better off with Zerg than Protoss?
I feel like I'm better off with Zerg. I still have to work on some things, but like once I get the overlords, the supply blocks done, and I don't get supply blocked for 3 minutes and 9-minute match. And also when I will actually know how to play and what are the builds. I meant what are the army compositions, and I think like I can even become master very quickly as I have the injects already trained. Like this cycle, yeah, have no problems with executing it.
Yeah, you also have good creeps for it as well.
It depends. Like sometimes I don't place a single creep tumor.
Well, last time we played, you did.
Sometimes I place like 29 minutes long game, so it just depends on the mood.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna have to work on the overlords, as I have to work on the pylons. Most of the time.
I have to work on the pylons too.
You also need this t-shirt. Also a shameless plug here. If someone doesn't know, this is my new favorite t-shirt. So Yeah, we need to free up some supply. You mentioned throwing away units, so that's the way we do it. The problem is I also do it with my most expensive units in game, so
Yeah, that's why I like Zarglings. Free up supply. Why not?
yeah, you're
I'm
like
making really fast.
you're like, wait, maximum supply? Okay, 6 billion zerglings across the map fast. Go die to that 2 colossi there, so I can make lurkers instead of you. You're disposable.
I actually played the whole game versus Sikas on link ban today. It was like not even a long game, but he forgot that there are Archons, so
Oh, he was playing
He was
Protoss.
yeah, we are playing recently. He's playing Protoss, I'm playing Zerg, and we just have fun.
Yeah, that's the way the game is intended. Like custom games are a lot of fun because you play someone you know, and you can actually have a bit of a challenge, and also you can just strive to beat them. Or if you're like me, you're super competitive and you don't want to be the one that sucks in your like body circle, and you'll be like, I need to beat this guy. And you're
I
gonna
have
do
to
this.
think in myself too. If I lose 5 games in a row to the same guy, I'm not playing anymore today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels so bad because you feel like, oh, I don't gain anything, but the thing is,
like
we gain a lot, but you need to give it time. You need to give it time. That's what I learned.
6-hour ladder stream was painful.
Yeah, that's
It
why
actually didn't
you need
come
to.
out that bad, but yeah, like 150 MMR loss isn't.
I
that
mean, you
bad.
did a challenge there. You played for 6 hours. That's fine.
Yeah, at least my physics. I don't know. Okay, I don't know the word.
What physics homework or something?
Yeah, yeah,
It had to
no.
be done. So yeah.
No, I don't get homeworks from physics.
Oh, okay. You're the lucky guy then. So,
Yeah.
we mentioned the fun. Of course, the fun is probably the main goal in a game, because that's why we play games. But you mentioned to me in private, but let's just share it to the people. So, what is your main goal in StarCraft? Or if you have multiple ones, you can also share them.
Main goal would be win IM, but you have to be 16 for every big tournament. So like, I would stick to the win Polish championship, but that's still a hard job.
Or if you need to be 16, then you still have 2 years to practice.
For Polish championship, it's open to everyone. So, but still, like, Alizar, Geralt, and
go on.
yeah, Alizar, Geralt, Spirit, Christianer.
That's the E-spot, right?
Yeah,
the E-spot term. Yeah,
I didn't hear.
Trifax.
Trifax.
Let me help you out.
Trifax, which is Nockstar.
There's a lot of good Polish players, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, and no one in the top scene, maybe except Geralt, Spirit, and Laser. But still.
Yeah, there's a huge StarCraft community. If someone who doesn't know, then check it out. There's we also have, even in CSO, we have a lot of Polish players, so
yeah,
a lot of good people.
And still no one from my city.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, I got lucky because one of our teammates, Retanet, is actually from the same city that I am.
Nice.
He's only like 2 years older than you, so
16. Okay.
yeah, he's already eligible, but he has other issues that we're not going to talk about right now because that's not the topic. So winning IM. Okay, so let's say, I guess that's like the long-term goal. And what are your current goals?
I want to win IM, but I know that this is not gonna happen by like. There's no way of this happening. No way.
Because StarCraft will die, not because you're not that good.
StarCraft will die, and because I'm not that good.
No. You are good
I
enough.
know.
Just by the time you turn 16, I will not have StarCraft, but it will have Stormgate. It will have Stormgate
Maybe,
probably.
hopefully. Yeah.
I mean, winning IEM doesn't matter if you win it in, I don't know, Osu. I guess I don't know if you play that game. That's another game that a lot of people play, but I don't get. So
I played it for some time, but didn't really get into it as playing with mouse is painful, especially if I'm used to play with 400 DPI and 50% sensitivity. So
sounds painful.
Actually, it isn't. I have a really big mouse pad. Sometimes I run out of my mouse pad when I'm playing StarCraft. So I'm microing my Starcraft, so then I run out of mouse pad. Please. Okay,
You're gonna show it?
Yeah,
I have a small mouse pad. But I'm playing on like 1100 DPI, so
kind of hard to show it, but okay.
Is it like an XXL or something?
Okay, it's
there we go. That's good enough. That's big enough.
And it goes.
Yeah, now I can see it. If someone doesn't see it, like from half of the keyboard all the way to the end.
Okay.
Yeah, really nice. So
let's get it how I like it. As well.
Okay, so let's get back to the question because we still didn't have an answer. Like how do you call them? Short-term goals. There we go. That's the
short-term goals. I think right now win DLC or cash grab cap maybe, as I know this will be happening really in the near future.
Is there a cash grab cup for your level?
Yeah, it's like 4.4k cap, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
So, if I prepare well for it, I think I might win.
Oh, you already won tournaments, and then that we're gonna discuss in the next topic. By the way, don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, that's totally.
Also, I want to get masters.
There we go. Thank you. That was the one that I was looking for because that's the one that I knew from like half an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to be masters. I mean, I don't care about MMR, but I want to get that shiny border.
And to get your MMR shown. Get your MMR shown. That's also a good feature.
That's also, I don't know why they didn't get it in diamond, silver, gold, platinum, and bronze. Yeah.
Well, there was a time where everybody got into masters. A lot of people got into masters with like bronze, high bronze, low silver MMR as well. And then you got to have your MMR shown there. So people were like, oh, masters player? Why am I playing a masters player? Nobody bothered with the MMR.
Yeah, now everyone is about MMR.
Yeah. Yeah, but the border is really, really cool. I agree. That is somewhere that is my long-term goal. My short-term is like accept my losses.
I think that you can get to diamond 2.
Cool.
You have 3,400 right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so like
200, 300 and more. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, and now I see that we would have had the. If you play another race, which one would you pick? But we already have the answer for that, I guess.
Yeah. But please don't kill me. I'm gonna think about Terran, please.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what is your opinion on Terran, and how much have you played it? Would you consider Terran? Just as a question instead of the other one.
I would consider Terran, but like it has different macro cycles than Zerg, and like Zerg is you can remake units pretty quickly, and you can switch to any deck you want in 2 seconds. So yeah, I think that Zerg is more of my style, and Darren, yeah, I played for a bit. You even could see that. Yeah, I was just playing with Sickest, and I turned out off my monitor, clicked F2.
I saw that post, man. We need to do that.
Opponent, and Sickest was just telling me when to stim, and I won. So like, yeah.
Yeah, we need to actually do it. We need to place your camera somewhere on your desk to see your monitor, and we need to actually do that again until we get another win.
Yeah.
It might have spoiled something, who knows. Yeah.
Playing blindfolded all the way through is pretty bad, but when you play blindfolded only for the battles, then it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like good army composition, then you can just win. Especially at our level. Because at our level, if you macro properly, then you just win every single game, in my opinion. Well,
yeah.
If we're talking about like same styles, because if one of them is cheesing, then you need to react to it at some point. But yeah, you get what I mean.
Also, that reminds me that I didn't play Cannon Rush for a long time. I have to, yeah, fix my mistakes.
Yeah, you need to fire up that good old Cannon Rush.
Yeah.
Once again for the good old days. Like, oh, Mauzy just brought some memories up from the past. I wonder how I would Cannon Rush it these days.
I mean, I'm Cannon Rushing pretty often.
Really?
Yeah, like a month ago, I got really tired of playing PvP because I was winning anyway, so I wanted to win faster.
That's so BM, man. That's so BM. It's like, oh, I'm winning so fast, man. Like,
I wanted to win anyway, anyways, but faster, so I just started playing Cannon Rush. And yeah, every game was a Cannon Rush. And eventually, it was going into macro. And you might ask, how can you full send Cannon Rush and after this go into macro? Trust me, you can. I even have a replay where my Cannon Rush kind of failed, kind of not failed, but it killed like 6 probes. And then I went double expand and killed this guy with Mass Stalker. So everything is possible.
Yeah. Don't spoil too much. That might be another upcoming series. We're not spoiling anything yet.
I would need to find a replay. I don't know where I have it.
Yeah. I'm sure you will. You're like, if it's good content, you always find it. I'm surprised that you haven't sent it to me already. So.
I mean, I've sent you a lot of replays. I don't want to send too much.
Send them. Send them.
Like a Google Drive and a Google Drive folder.
There we go.
Post them in there. I'll send you a link.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Zerg, it's gonna be the one. Yeah. I also think that Zerg is.
That's what is great buff.
Yeah, I also think Zerg is for like more free spirit type of players. With Terran, you need to be really precise with your add-on switch, and you need to be precise with your building placement and timings and whatnot. I feel like that's probably the most strict race, and probably then Protoss and then Zerg. Because with Zerg, if you get to the late game, in my opinion, if you know what you're doing and you have the micro potential, you can actually just create your own composition. You're like, this counters this counters this will do that, and you just put the puzzle together and form a really, really nice picture, and then just basically artistically wipe the floor with your opponent like it's no one's business.
I think I like in Terran is that once you get to 20 CCs, you can just drop mules, and you don't have to yeah, you still have 4K income, but you don't have any SCVs.
Yeah, or you do the Kiwian move. I think it was Kiwian who did it. Like he was mass scanning to blind his opponent.
Yeah.
That was also a really dumb but sick strategy. So yeah, we dabbled a bit into competition, and you mentioned that you have some of the traits that I have. So basically, you're as competitive as I am. But I'm still going to ask, like, can you have something like a good analogy on how competitive you are? How would you describe your competitive nature in gaming? Like you can have like a memory.
Really like to win.
Okay, that's a good start.
Back then, when I was starting, I remember I won my first show match versus a 4K guy, and I was 3.2K.
Ooh.
And
can we know the name?
My ego, like, wait. I'm sitting in there, and my ego just stood on this chair, and like a Spider-Man, it just climbed onto the roof and stayed.
Good analogy, man. Yeah. Good analogy. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and fortunately, my ego isn't as big now as it was earlier. But yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah. Sometimes it can get to your head if you have a really good start, and then when you hit the wall, then you're hitting it really, really hard. That's the most painful thing, in my opinion, for someone as competitive as for example, you are. So yeah, let's hope you're not going to stand in front of super tall walls for too long, and you manage to climb them. And I believe you can do that. So that's one thing that I truly believe you can do.
Meanwhile, Baltic Cup, which I can't win for 20 months straight.
Because you and by the way, guys, just mentioning that, wait, was it you won Baltic Cup once, right?
No, I won GDA.
Oh no, you won GDA. Yeah. So basically there's these cups for 3.9k. Now Baltic Cup is like 4k.
4k, yeah.
But Rombuzz crossed the MMR border, so
also
he went across the border, and now customs don't let him back, so he's under surveillance for a couple of weeks or months. How much is that?
Baltic Cup is tomorrow, but I can't play in tomorrow's one. Also, I'm casting tomorrow's one.
Also gonna have that link in the description, by the way.
Yeah, but next one is in a month. It's monthly, so. But I think I will hop on ladder today and try to get above 4K again, because I feel, yeah, I feel really solid today.
Nice. I love to hear that. I really love when you're like fired up and you really have those cool traits, and you show like super good games.
And then I get to ladder, lose 5 games. So.
To Zerg.
Yeah, uninstall. Yeah.
And install an hour later and lose the other 5 games because we talked about 10 games, and then you're gonna go play Minecraft.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get angry at Minecraft. And I'm just gonna,
League of Legends players usually tell you to go play Tetris because that's more your style. Well, I'm actually advising them to watch Tetrio, Tetr.io or something along those lines. Tetrio is the name. Those guys are playing as fast as the pro players in Starcraft. Like you cannot literally watch it.
Pro players in Starcraft don't always play so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Hero play with F2.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, even pro players use F2. If you use F2, it's not a big deal. You just need to not overuse it or use it in situations where it can hurt you, basically.
Yeah, that's why I didn't unbuy the skin, because if I'm panicking and my army is in 10 parts of the map, and a guy suddenly attacks me, and I have to click on every army from the map and get to home. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm
you'd
gonna,
rather
like, miss-
GG.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss 5 of them. Yeah, they're gonna get lost somewhere. So F2 is still on my keyboard, pretty close, dangerously close to. uh,
I have it on Control
my hand.
Tab. My F2 hotkey is Control Tab.
I have it. I don't know what's that button called, but I have it next to 1, so on the left of 1. So
Yeah,
this is-
tilde. That's called
yeah.
tilde. I also have a screenshot on the other voice chat. Dark Origin screenshotted this. Dark has it on Control Alt
Okay.
Control Alt Shift F11. That's his F2 key.
Yeah.
That's Dark's F2 key.
You still
So-
can go like Control Shift. I don't know if you can go right shift, but Alt Control Shift.
You're
and,
making
like,
it impossible to
3
press.
on numerical keyboard.
Yeah,
You can click all the buttons.
exactly. But then it would be easier to just click on it with the mouse, right?
You can't click on it with the mouse, I think.
You can.
Oh, okay.
You can. Just like you can on the AFK probes as well, or workers rather.
Oh wait, okay, that's probably because I don't have clickable control groups.
Yeah. Okay. What's your perspective on esports as, well, let's just say it, as a young player, because you're young. No matter, you don't have to take it as an insult. I'm not saying like, oh, you're just a kid or something, but yeah, you're young. As I said, you're the future, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be interested in the topic that I also brought up for Jackie and Matt. Like, what is your perspective on it, and do you think you can make a career out of esports? What is your perspective? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that I for sure can make a career out of esports, but not on Starcraft. No way. I mean, even if I would be 16 and I would be GM, it's really hard right now to like afford your rent and food, everything with only playing SC2.
Yeah, especially with the new cuts that ESL and especially the GSL did.
Yeah, like GSL. I don't know why TY Innovation and Stats are coming back to this game.
Yeah. Well, TY actually is playing Starcraft 1 as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's also something that not a lot of people realize, but is playing Starcraft 1 as well. He's trying to qualify. I don't know if he managed to qualify for ASL, but yeah.
For me, StarCraft 1, I'm too young for this. It's just, no.
Usually it's the other way, guys. When someone's like, oh, I'm too old for this, Rombuzz like, no, I'm too young for this.
My dad still is playing Civilization 1 from time to time.
Like Civ 1?
Yeah.
What's the latest one? Is it 6, 7? What was the...
6.
6, okay.
Yeah.
I never played Civ, but I saw it, I heard about it, just like with Europa Universalis and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a big fan of these, but I can appreciate it, I mean. But...
I played 6 for some time.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, it's too slow right now.
8 PM doesn't matter there.
Yeah, what do I do without my ability to go as fast as possible?
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, compared to StarCraft, this is like, I'm gonna go make a tea, and with your iconic line, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, but my dad, like sometimes it's late and I come to him and I ask what is he doing, and I see like this small window on the screen with a text menu, no graphics. It's just only yeah, I can't understand anything, and he says, "Oh, I'm just chilling out playing Civ, you know." And
No graphics, just text.
yeah,
Wow.
like, yeah,
You're like, damn, Dad, you're a boomer. Okay, let's just fix that one. Okay.
yeah,
Obviously, we have to respect our parents because, well, they made us into what we are. No matter if they did it with pressure or with love and kindness and everything. So they're pretty much the reason why we are here. So yeah, we have to give credit where credit's due, right? But you mentioned not in Starcraft. Just as in like a couple of words, what would you think? You know what? Let me ask something different, because I have this question for later, if I'm not mistaken, and if not, I'm gonna ask it anyways. If like, would you play, or just coach, or manage a team? What do you think is the most profitable for someone?
profitable.
Or we can just draw a line with the time spent, like time invested, money invested, and profit that you can actually, how much you can profit off of it.
I think that managing a team, or just there are still jobs that aren't really connected to esports, but you work, for example, in a production team on a esports 7. I think that's a nice job too, and yeah, it shouldn't be like really. It should be well paid. Also, you get to travel around the world, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's esports in a nutshell. You can travel and you can do basically a lot of stuff that no one else does.
If we talk about esports, then I would be a player, but managing the team is probably the most profitable.
Why do you think
Yeah.
that's the most profitable? What would be the reason? Think that?
It's not only depending on how your players play. It's sponsorships, and player income is depending on how they actually play. They get sick, they don't play, they don't have money, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just realized that the thing that I just talked about doesn't make any sense, but
No,
yeah.
actually it does. Actually it does. No, you made a really good point, because if you can perform, your paycheck will be smaller. That's true. For example, if you're good, then you can basically win a tournament and you get a nice paycheck. If you like practice for it and you don't feel it on the day, you're gonna be just like, for example, Hearthstone or Scarlet, two of the players that I felt they're going to smash Chem, and it just happened that Chem just felt it more on that day, and you don't feel it on the first day of the biggest tournament, and you can expect to get eliminated really, really fast. That's the sad
Yeah.
truth. So yeah, you made a really, really good point. The manager just gets a
Also-
fixed pay as well.
Astra is a example of that. Like, he lost everything in the groups, I think. He was probably one of the best players, so
Yeah.
I think he could go into top 4 if he really wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so managing. Yeah, that's honestly, I kind of have the same opinion. Like, you can make a career out of it, but for example, if I wanted to reignite my esports dream and whatnot, I would probably go as a coach or a manager. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Probably a manager, because as a coach I need the best knowledge. So that's also difficult, and handling players. A manager also handles players and the team as well, but mostly the team duties. If you're a coach / manager, then you're basically effed because you have to do both. But that's also doable. There's some people who are born for that, so I guess they have the personality and they have the skill to do it. So I'm pretty sure that that is like a type of personality thing.
Yeah, I think coaching could be totally not for me. That's okay. Never mind. I wanted to start the topic. No, let's not go into that topic.
Okay.
As for now.
All right. Let's talk about a bit about your tournament history. We know that you said you started playing at seriously in 2022. So I don't know how long it is your tournament history, but I want a couple of things here specifically. Like I want the very first tournament that you can think of, and I want some big achievements that you think just like off the top of your head, you know, like when you think about like a tournament or a rival or like a much higher MMR player, as you explained in a show match, like those types, the one that come to your mind instantly, or I don't know, just any fun moment, any wins that happened in a tournament that you specifically played in. Like not, for example, where you watched it as a spectator, but the ones that you are actually participated in as a player.
Okay, so the first tournament I can think of, maybe it's not totally a tournament, but it's Team Void League.
I actually remember that one. I think you were still playing it.
Yeah, I'm still playing it. It's only for Polish players. So, or someone who lives in Poland. Yeah, this is the first tournament. Also, I started in Team Void's Discord server and started in Team Void. So, yeah, it's the first thing that I could think of for the more competitive than ladder thing. So yeah, the first tournament I won is probably the GTA one. Wait, I have to check. Give me a second.
Sure.
Okay, let's now search for it. Well, where do I have it?
I don't know. Does challenge show it? I wonder.
No. I have a spreadsheet somewhere.
Ah, there we go. Nice. Noting down your big achievements. That's a good thing. Remember where you started from and remember where you're at right now.
I'm looking for it right now, and I don't remember when I have had it. This no, shouldn't be this. No, it isn't this for sure.
A lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's not Google, but
oh, you have even different cloud servers. Okay, I get it.
Office.
Yeah, good old Office. Yeah. It's like
Excel.
If it's not Google spreadsheets, then it's gonna be Excel. Yeah, obviously one of the two. It's not like they're too different nowadays. So
yeah, this is the same, but two different sites.
Yeah, did you actually have to use something like Teams or Zoom during the pandemic?
Yeah, I was using Teams. Okay, I found it.
Nice. I wanted to say then probably you used Office 365 as well.
Okay, the first tournament that I won is Metal League Madness. And the second one
is now that I think GTA. About it. Yeah, you participated in MLM. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I realize something. Tim, are you my lost brother or something? Like, for those who don't know, I also have a tournament win. Sadly, that's pretty much my only tournament win in Starcraft. So basically, I also started out in Metal League Madness. And that was pretty much like my third or fourth tournament, and I won that. That was like the highlight. But the thing is, for me, it was a different fuel because my fuel was revenge and rage and the will to prove that I didn't make a mistake by choosing Starcraft. Never replicated that success, though I had a second place.
I'm still collecting points for on Twitch to collect the Mauzy rage votes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to raise that, or no, okay, I'm not gonna raise that, but
I want to use it. No.
every time you get close, like 20 points off, I'm gonna raise it for like 2,000 more.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not spending your channel points. No worries, I'm gonna do some live casting and maybe we'll have some channel points debating there.
I'm living in Poland. I can't.
Oh, you cannot predict?
Yeah, I cannot. I mean,
Wow, I
can
didn't even
predict,
know that.
But I can't predict for points. So yeah, no points for me.
Ooh, okay, I didn't even know that.
I have to use VPN, and
Uh-huh. Yeah, VPN's like, I'm not a big fan of VPNs, honestly. Unless I really have to use them. So yeah, Metal League Madness, then GDA. Okay.
and I mean, it's wait, I'm gonna read it to you. Yeah, I have almost every tournament win in there. But
Yeah.
the first thing was the show match one. Then it was Metal League Madness. Then I took a second place in the Team Void League. Then it was GDA tournament.
Okay. And I guess there was Baltic Cup at some point, like maybe some good placement.
No,
Well, you played in Baltic Cup, but didn't place too good, I guess.
Yeah, like I think it was like second or first Baltic Cup that I played, and I placed fourth place. I had 3.2k MMR. I don't know why, but right now I can't win. And then I was placing really close to winning.
That's actually really good. I think we played in the same tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Right after you joined, and I think I got out in the lower bracket round 2 or 3, something along those lines. I think I won like 2, or maybe that was GDA. I'm not sure. Could have been any of those two, because they're like pretty similar tournaments. Both are double elimination, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. But yeah, like pretty cool, man. I mean, even like placing top 4 in a tournament, that's really good in my opinion. You get DLC points and all that stuff. Like that's really good.
I hate placing 4th in a tournament. This is too close to winning something.
You're like, wait. So are you the type of player that's so competitive that they're like, give me first place or give me last place?
Yes. I mean, last place feels too bad, but like, give me middle place or give me top 3.
Yeah. Well, there's a cousin of mine, my younger cousin. He's like a huge snowboarder head. He does trick stats. I didn't even imagine it's possible. And he was participating at a local tournament called Snow on Fire or Battle on Snow. There was both names. It's basically organized by the same organizers. And I was like, okay, so are you ready? And he's like, well, it's either gonna be first place or last place. and I remember he was so disappointed because he tried to do those really, really difficult tricks. One of them actually he managed to do the last one, but before that he kind of failed, and he pretty much ended somewhere in the bottom side. So, and he won the next one after, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, he was going for high risk, high reward stuff.
Yeah. But when you have nothing to lose, like, why not?
That's the better situation. Like, once again, your iconic line. what could possibly go wrong? So
Let's place my hive in my
Yeah.
opponent's natural.
yeah.
I actually have to do it because I placed in third. But,
Yeah,
natural-
exactly. You did that. So
Natural wasn't.
you do a lot of good builds, man. Um, some really hilarious and really ballsy plays that should never work out, and somehow they work out, and it's really fun. They're like some of them are like exclusive to ladder, or maybe like you get lucky out of 10 games one time it's gonna get there, and it's like these are the content builds, you know. You're like, oh, winning with my hive on the third base, and
Okay, I have to show you another thing after.
okay, I'm down.
Maybe you've seen that already, but maybe you did, and I don't remember.
No worries, we'll
Okay,
get
I
there.
have a lot of replays to show you after this thing.
All right, I'm down. I think at this point we can call out the name of the show. So there's no wonder why I'm calling. As you could hear, Rombuzz is doing a lot of crazy things. So
Yeah, now
when
that I'm
someone's
switching
crazy, I'm like, are you loco? And that's why I named him Loco Toss. Might have to change his name to Crazy Zerg or something.
Yeah.
To make it like
Crazy
more of a
Bane.
meme. Yeah, Crazy Bane. There we go. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna call the new series that's going to be here on the CSO Esports YouTube channel. It's gonna be called Rombuzz Rodeo, because everything's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a ride. So you'll have the face cam from moi, just to see my reaction, and it's gonna be a much more laid back, casual casting style. So
I could include mine too, but like I would be smiling all the time. So
I
who
mean,
knows?
you know what? You also gave me idea. It looks like I'm not the only one who gives ideas here randomly. So yeah.
Yeah, but now that I'm switching to Zark, I mean, I'm considering switching to Zark. Let's not be that confident. Yeah, with Zark you get more occasions to do crazy stuff, like only infestors,
There we go.
like steal a unit, build a Skytos while playing Zark, or something. That's to do.
Oh, there's so many spoilers, man, that I should
I'm
have.
actually gonna probably do it today, like in the night. It's gonna be 3 a.m. I'm hopping on NA server, 3k MMR.
There we go. Trying all the crazy builds for the
Yeah.
content, invoking the rage of the community. What do you mean? No, nobody said anything about 3K. What? No, it's 4K. It's 4K, obviously. No, that's his Zerg MMR, by the way. No, nobody talked about. No,
I mean,
what do you mean, Smurf? No, what Smurfing? No, we don't deal with those. No. Anyways, let's move on to another part of this question. Is we know that you had like a couple of show matches. Probably it was 2, maybe even more. I know Little Mac and I casted both casted.
11.
Yeah, a grudge match with 11. So what's this about with 11? I have to ask. And then we're gonna ask about other rivals if there's any.
I mean, I've seen that someday I was sitting on the DLC server, and 11. I don't remember what he was typing about, but yeah, he was basically going with "I'm so good, I'm better than you," just
Prove it.
and then I said that he is in Masters from like 10 seasons, and I'm improving yeah, like improving every season, so I'm technically better than him. because I'm improving constantly. But
You're not
yeah,
wrong
then it
there.
kind of started. I mean,
You're not wrong there.
Yeah. But someday I'm gonna win against him.
Of course, we love you, 11. So you're fantastic player. Yeah, Jake's a fantastic player. So,
but I would want to play a show match with CSO probably.
caster ready.
With CSO, who is there still? Maybe with wait, Gruben Hubert. He's
Ruben Hubert.
Yeah, and it's PvP. Maybe against some better TOS, even than him. Maybe against Giovanna.
Oh, Giovanna, yeah, that's also a good option.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll make it happen.
Because, like,
yeah, you want to prove who's the better toss here.
Yeah,
obviously.
And my PvP is the best matchup, so.
Yeah, you love PvP, we know that, so.
Meeting someone who's 100 MMR above us may go more than losing to someone who's 100 MMR lower than me.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't say that. I'm not saying that I will win with Giovanna or Ruben Hubert, but yeah, it was just an example, you know?
I mean, you can just play the games and get better after, so. That's how you improve. You get these better players to play against you, and then you improve after them, and then you manage to beat them. At least that's how I figure it. But yeah, those are really good names. Shout out to all of the guys, because they are really, really solid. The names that have been mentioned here. But yeah, what did we want to... Okay, and yeah, we talked about the tournament goals, the long-term goals. We talked about IEM, we talked about Bounty Cup, and we talked about winning DLC. Of course, you mentioned Sickest as a rival. Well, Sickest just comes off of a DLC win, so you gotta equalize, and then the only question is that best of 7 that you need to play to decide who's the better diamond player.
Because TVZ is just so good.
Yeah, TVZ.
TVT, his TVT is good too.
Yeah.
But I mean, his TVP isn't.
That's good in my opinion as well.
Yeah,
I mean, he's solid all over the place.
It isn't that good in the end game. I'm better in the end game and late game. Yeah, end game.
That's pretty much the same. Yeah, we can call it end game as well.
In every matchup, then I am in early game.
Okay. Well, that's some claims I'm pretty sure you're happy to actually prove. So we're gonna let you guys know when the Sickest versus Rombuzz show match is going to happen. Definitely going to stream it and everything. So.
Okay.
wait a second. I never talked about that. That wasn't in the script. Obviously not now, and not. Well, we don't know when, but that could be a good idea. So yeah. All right, but let's move on to the next topic, which will be esports. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here. Well, we're talking about esports in general as well. We kind of touched on it, but we're going to talk about Starcraft esports mainly. And now there's the time to share your favorites. Well, this is going to be probably the most generic interview style topic, because I'm going to ask you about your favorites in each department basically. So let's start with your favorite player.
My favorite player.
It can be someone who's already retired or someone who's currently playing as well. You know what? Let's have one of both.
Retired Parting.
Okay.
I mean, he's not retired. Okay, he's not retired. My favorite player is Parting. And I want
overall?
to say, but overall, yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to say that my favorite retired player is Stas, but he kind of
That wouldn't age well. Would have been good if it was like StarCraft 2 would be dead already. Though he might acknowledge that and might retire from StarCraft. Who knows?
Yeah, but from retired, I don't know. I not playing StarCraft for that long to I didn't watch that many games from.
It can be someone who's like in the military or currently inactive, but not retired.
So it's starting, and currently my favorite player is. Okay, which does to choose? It's Maru.
Maru. Okay. Let me ask you about the Polish scene as well. Do you have a favorite player? Can you choose a favorite player from the Polish scene? It can be, by the way, it can be anyone. It doesn't have to be a pro player.
Me.
I mean, honestly, there's the easiest. Someone asks who's the best player? Me, of course.
Yeah. I think Carol, but yeah, Polish pro scene is. I'm missing the times where you could build a mass sentry and you won because, yeah.
Nice. Those days. Okay, and yeah, I think we got the favorite players. Who's your favorite? Okay, nice. Clem, one European as well. Nice. So sorry, foreigner. As we call them foreigners in StarCraft. Well, not anymore. Maybe the Koreans are the foreigners. Who knows?
Yeah. Things can change.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. Favorite caster. Now I'm thinking about let's say favorite English caster, favorite non-English caster.
Okay, favorite.
Obviously, it's gonna be Polish for you. So.
Yeah, it's obviously indie.
Yeah, shout out to India as well. Though I have no idea about the language. He's a really solid content creator, so also high level player.
You know the basics. I mean, you know the word that everyone in the world knows, but let's maybe not talk about it.
No, well, let's not talk about it if we don't have
to. But yeah, favorite non-English caster. English caster. Probably Tastos from the time start, like 2019, and currently. You give very hard questions.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's say you and Little Mac do.
Ooh, me and Little Mac. Okay, thank you very much. I'm flattered. Yeah, I think a lot of people would say Tastosis in the English casting community. Those two, like, you don't even talk about them as like a duo. You talk about them as one. That's the fun part, because you're like favorite caster Tastosis. But wait, aren't those like a duo? No, that's an Archon, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what's an Archon? Why do you even ask about Tastosis if you don't know what an Archon is? There was like a show about two skateboarders, and one of them was like really unlucky and got he failed maths. You mentioned you like maths, so this guy failed maths, algebra specifically, and he challenged his maths teacher to a skateboarding basically I don't know, skate off is what they called it, where you need to copy the tricks. And the other guy, his best friend Luther, this guy was called Zeke, and the other guy was called Luther, and he was like, I had a special system. And he had like a Tyrannosaur Tyrannosaurus Rex. I cannot say it in English. So basically a dinosaur. As his sheet, the 100 question sheet, he just draw a dinosaur basically for all the, and he had the maximum score. That was like super crazy and super hilarious as well. And every time the teacher was like, "How did you pass the test?" And like, "Dinosaur." And when the skate off just begin, it was like, in this case where I was like, how do you ask about Asus if you don't know what an Archon is? And this guy was like, well, his full name was Luther Waffles. And the dude was like, and in the right corner, weighing 857 pounds, Mr. Rocker, or whatever the name was of the professor, was like, "Waffles, do you have an idea what 800 pound looks like? Do you have any idea of numbers?" So yeah, basically that's how you're like, "Oh wait, isn't Thestosis like a duo?" No man, that's like an Archon.
Yeah. Also, while I was watching, Zombie Graph. Yeah, she's casting pretty well too.
Yeah, personally, I'm not too big of a fan of Zombie Grub, but I watched her videos and I have to give credit where credit's due. So she put in a lot of work in the preparation side, so the storyline and all that stuff, and just getting the stats. Like she did a really good presentation of that, so I can appreciate that honestly. So I'm more of a fan of like Rotterdam, for example. If we have to go for the solo.
As I already mentioned, I have a really fun thing. I was talking with Scarlett, and I asked her who is gonna win. She said Raynor, but I said no. He's gonna make a stupid mistake, and she said, you know that Yuri finals quite a bit of times, and I was oh shit, yeah, actually he did, but he makes stupid mistakes. For staying with, And then 2 hours later, he played like so dumb thing. He played so badly, or during the next day, yeah, and lost. So yeah.
He lost to Time or Oliveira.
Yeah, Time is better. He still signed as Time on my mousepad. So.
Oh yeah, you have a mousepad full of their signatures.
Yeah, I'm not using it because I don't want it to, scratch. I mean, wear off and scratch because I've heard that it might be an issue. So yeah, I need to find something like hang it on the wall because currently it's laying in a box. So
yeah, you need to just put it somewhere where you can actually look at it and just admire it, because that's like a trophy to some people. Yeah. At least it would be to me. So I figure it's really, really valuable at some point. So, but yeah, talking about those signatures and everything, who inspired you the most? And if you can tell me why.
Who inspired me the most? Oh God.
It can be a pro player, it can be a friend.
Right now, I would say Time. Everyone, I think, probably would say Time. Yeah, and I think it's currently Time. I don't know who can I choose. Really, maybe Clem.
Why Clem? Because if someone doesn't know, then Time is an obvious choice, but...
He started playing very young. He won his first tournament when he was really young. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can basically associate yourself with his story, I guess.
Yeah. When I see him, I think I still think that he's like 16.
Yeah, he looks really, really young, but he is a grown man now.
I was actually really surprised when I checked his Wikipedia page for the first time, and I've seen that he's like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks younger than he is, I think. So
They were lying to me all the time.
I've been lied to my entire life.
Yeah.
Okay, and just to close this part out, any esports story from an event or a fun fact or anything basically related to esports that you want to share? Because let's just call it out. You were at IEM, so IEM Katowice, so you gotta have something. Well, you shared this one with Scarlet that you predicted that Reiner will lose.
Yeah, it's the Oracle from Matrix. Right.
Have you? Okay, let me ask you something, because maybe a lot of people are curious, because we know who did you take pictures with? I remember that you took a lot of pictures.
Let's look at my phone.
There you go.
I actually didn't take a lot of pictures. I took pictures with okay, so I took pictures with taste houses with Clam. I have my dad. Wait, it's creator or sound, I think, on this one. I don't know. I'm. Oh, wait, it's actually Solar.
Oh,
Solar? Yeah, it's Solar and someone.
Yeah, I saw a couple of random people just standing there. I guess that's how it works.
But yeah, it is with my dad, so I didn't really show it. Then it's me, my dad, and Laser. And again, with my dad, it's with Hero and Special. Then we have with Serral. Another one with Clam. Right. Let me find some more. Of course, I took photos with the guys that were from Poland in there.
Yeah, the Polish. I remember you said there was like Baltar.
Yeah, there was Baltar, Grubson, Karolid, and Overlord. And there was Kurt too. Wait, I don't remember if I took a picture with him. Yeah, I took a picture with him. Okay. And there also was Maru, and I took a picture with him too, but he didn't look really happy.
Wait, did you take it after the finals?
No, it was after he won in the quarterfinals, I think.
Ah, okay.
Or, yeah. Yeah, so this is basically all.
Oh, you actually met a lot of pro players. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, I only missed the group D, so... But I at least got Maru, so the most important thing.
Did you have any surprises regarding like looks of pro players, like meeting them in person versus on camera?
Yeah, Big Gabe isn't actually really big. He's shorter than me.
No, you basically just didn't see the invisible pool that he was standing in to actually fit in the pictures.
Yeah.
He just took a shrinking potion, you know?
Actually,
he was like, look, and... Okay, now I fit into the pictures.
Yeah, small Polish boy. I have to fit into... I have to fit into the
Yeah, because you're tall, right? You said you're tall.
I'm meter 80, like something like this.
Ooh, you're taller than I am by like a couple of centimeters. But you're 14, bro. I'm 26. For me, it's going down after this. I'm not getting taller or anything.
Yeah.
I feel old.
Actually, Hero smokes. That was another surprise.
Oh yeah. I know there's a couple of players. I think Dave Testa mentioned it on PCH's podcast that he actually smoked with a couple of pro players and he was surprised and all that.
Yeah, I've seen someone post it on Reddit too. That sometimes, some after a match, we just came out to eat something, and Hero was standing there and smoking. So yeah, this was a surprise. Also, I got to know that Kalaris lives in Poland too. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Lives in Poland. Okay. That's something I didn't know because I think is he
in
British?
Krakow.
He's British, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm not that dumb when it comes to knowledge. So yeah, I had a lucky guess there.
Actually, almost all of the Koreans aren't too tall.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm taller than them, but I think that's not a big surprise.
Yeah, probably not. All right, so let's move on to an interesting topic, which is going to be streaming and content creation. Because you just got into it, so I have to ask these questions. So we're gonna start with a simple question, simple one. Like, how long have you been active as a streamer?
I started streaming during the first tournaments that I was playing, my POVs. So yeah, that's basically when I started playing the game.
Okay. And right now, what are your goals for your stream? What do you consider as a cool goal? Like, not numerically.
I have another topic to talk about.
Yeah, you can actually tell me some like numeric goals, but you can actually tell me like quality or something like you want to achieve something.
Currently, I'm creating my own tournament. I'm in the phase of it. But
Okay.
the biggest problem is, as you might know, is prize pool. And also I want to get the production quality as high as possible. So, you know, because most of the diamond level tournaments don't have a really good casting quality, and
or if the casting is good, then the production is like meh.
Yeah, so yeah, I basically the biggest problem is money right now, because without prize pool, players won't play at all.
That's true.
Yeah, who plays a tournament without a prize pool?
There's some people who would actually play just for the sake of playing, but you gotta add points or something.
There's not a lot of them, and yeah, I'm currently wondering how will I do it. Yeah, I will tell you more later, but not now.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I even noted that like this is a difficult question, and this is going to be probably the most difficult, because now I'm going to ask you to share your opinion / rate your own stream.
Oh god. If I'm casting, I think that I'm doing a better job than most of the diamond casters, but it's still, you know, really big difference between casters like Rotterdam and all, and
obviously
me. And yeah, that's from 1 to 10, 5, 6.
Okay, that's actually honest. I can tell that you are self-critical, so that's not bad. And you actually rated it higher than some extremely self-critical people would. So that means you actually value your stream, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna go higher because you're working hard. So yeah, I can tell you that. So
meanwhile, no stream for 2 weeks. I'm gonna do one. Yeah, I'm of course gonna do one tomorrow because I have to stream multicap.
There we go. That's the cue. So that is really good.
I think in the morning I will do a ladder one.
There we go. Some casual chill ladder. Let's see how many people show up. Hopefully, I can
Yeah.
get up to watch it. We'll see about that.
I mean, you know my morning, right?
Yeah, I know your morning. Probably I'll be up, okay? Let's be honest, I'll probably be up at like 12, 1
Yeah.
p.m. So,
Yeah. I mean, by 1 p.m. I will be awake, but
yeah. Okay, who's your favorite streamer actually?
my favorite streamer, Indie.
Okay, why?
Why? First he is a Polish streamer, and only one that I can like because, like, yeah, Polish streamer, the Starcraft 2 streamer scene is not big. But in the English scene, probably you.
Feed my ego, thank you. I'm actually flattered, man. I'm actually flattered. I'm happy that you enjoy my stream. But why? Okay, let me ask you the question why. So,
Of course, he had to. Why?
I mean,
You're just, entertaining. That's the most important thing.
I'm glad.
You are
My mistake on top of mistake, my supply block on top of supply block content is making someone
and then
happy. So
you are making fun out of yourself, and
yes, when I'm like, okay, just I'm like, I mess something up, and I'm like, of course, what else would happen?
Yeah, and your microphone doesn't even register it until you can see it on your face. Come.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like destroying myself instantly. Like, all you had to do is press the goddamn button, Mauzy, and you just freaking didn't do it. I lose something to like, I lose like a full mineral line to like 2 widow mines. I'm about to just like, step away from the thing, and I'm just screaming like, fuck. I come back and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. And I just keep playing.
Yeah. Okay, I just got another idea for something that I could say.
Also, I'm not going to spoil it on this show, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm also gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna spoil it to you after the podcast.
Okay, another thing that I don't know about.
Yeah, you actually don't know about it because this one I literally never told it to anyone. So this is only in my head right now.
I will have a pre-order.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Version, playtest.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And of course, another probably common question in these topics: is there any game outside of StarCraft 2 that you would like to stream, either in the near future or you have streamed already? Because actually, I'm not even sure. Have you streamed any other game than StarCraft?
I streamed Overwatch 2 for 20 minutes. And yeah, that because I was waiting for a tournament, but I wanted to turn the stream on, so I just turned it on and played Overwatch 2. So,
Nice.
Yeah. Any other game that I would like to stream? I would say Stormgate because easy answer.
Okay, so let's just narrow it down a bit. A game that is already out.
Maybe Valorant, but
You're actually making a lot of clips on Medal TV, right?
Yeah, I know. I have ton of them.
And you actually showed us a couple of sick plays. Like, I sometimes just look at it. I'm like, dude, you're like freaking cracked. Like, what the hell?
Sometimes my aim is godlike. Sometimes I'm,
just like mine, super inconsistent.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't know how to shoot. I'm just, oh god, I already see 100 plus clips waiting for me. That's like, but it's not only it's not only Valorant. It's
I also have like CS:GO, and know you have Starcraft as well.
yeah, I Starcraft funny moments. Like
Nice.
yeah, I have a lot of them. Some of them I won't share with anyone because yeah, this this might turn out bad for some people, but
Cringe level just goes whoop.
yeah, but I have a lot of.
No worries, I'll convince you to just share your screen after the podcast. We're gonna watch some clips after that. Okay.
Because most of the funny moments are in Polish.
Sad. I'll ask you to translate.
I just start remembering one after another. Oh god, I just can't. Oh.
All right.
Huh.
Rombuzz, we're gonna jump into a topic that not everyone likes, but you ended up on this podcast, so the team is at least half of it is about Starcraft. So we gotta talk about the state of Starcraft. Yes, balance wine. No, actually not. We're not gonna whine about it. But yeah, there we go. And before you ask, I'm not going to beep that out because this is not a PG-13 stream. Podcast.
Yeah,
and this is not.
14.
Yeah, I mean, we can swear here, I guess. We don't really care about it. This is not about making like money or something, at least for now. So, yeah. Okay, so your balance opinion on the ladder, and we're gonna have it this way. So we're gonna have your balance opinion, or opinion on balance rather, on ladder versus tournaments, like our level tournaments and like amateur tournaments versus pro play, like the highest level.
Our level versus amateur level.
Like, how do you feel like the balance shows on ladder versus in like amateur tournaments, the ones that are like, you know, people have a job next to Starcraft and they're having a life, and versus pro play, the 14 16 hours or even more, 20 hours in front of the computer and skipping sleep as well sometimes. Yeah, how do you think it fares against each other?
Okay, so let's see, more comfortable. Okay. So talking about ladder. Okay, I'm gonna refer to Esports storyteller video about Protoss that he made recently. Really good video.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, as he said, in the lower ranges, MMR ranges, it's really easy to play Protoss because you make a death ball and just have to A.
That's true.
I don't know why, but it never comes out like this when I'm playing.
Neither for me, but there's some compositions. There's some situations where it actually turns out to be like that. Like, I could just stand up and go make a T, and the other opponent would GG.
Yeah, and for the higher levels, it's Protoss army is very slow. Like, it's not as mobile as, let's say, Terran army or Zerg army. Zerg army is very mobile, and it's very like RNG. If you will spot the Terran drop or Zerg run by or not.
Yeah.
If you want, then you don't have base and whole line of probes. If you do, then you probably still don't have a base because split Terran is better than split DOS. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called Death Ball. You need to have them at the same time, at the same location.
Yeah. So this is something very unbalanced, that split Terran is much better than Split does. And yeah, Zerg. The thing that Zerg is kind of unbalanced about is that at one moment you can just play mass Zergling, die with all these Zerglings, and then you switch to like mass Roach, and you can do anything about it because you have mass Archon, and yeah.
Yeah. I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, on the lower levels, I mean, when people didn't know how to play, it was more like F2A or Ace Protoss. But now, when you have all the YouTube content, all the tutorials, everything, and that player base got smaller, yeah, it's not really that you can just F2A and you will win versus every race.
Okay.
I love PvP. I love mirrors. I love mirror matchups because there's like everything is balanced. There's nothing not balanced because yeah, just do the same things, play against each other.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing. Well, you would wonder why you never saw a mirror matchup on Iodis, for example. Because there's no imbalance there. Literally.
Yeah, there probably was some, but yeah, like...
Yeah, like, I don't know, DTs in PvP, mutants in ZVZ, I don't know, maybe Ravens in TVT. Probably my lowest knowledge is in TVT, if I'm not mistaken, so...
Yeah, mine too. Like, yeah.
Yeah, when you're like, PvP is like, you know, clowns in a circus, just doing whatever. ZVZ is like a knife fight in a phone booth, and then TVT is like two old people playing chess. If they're like sieging constantly. So...
And yeah, mech in PvP is the same thing.
Mech in TVT, okay.
TVP. Yeah.
TVP, okay. Mech in TVP, okay. I thought you were referring to mech and TVT being the same.
No.
Like, well, both are slow. So how do you think, like, balance-wise, what do you think? Is the game, like, if you put everything aside, do you think it's balanced or...
No, not really.
Okay. And why?
Yeah, as I said, TOS has really not mobile army. And yeah, it's really hard to counter Terran drops. Also with Zerg, with Zerg, you have a lot of low tier units, and you have to basically Terran does a drop with 2 Medivacs, and you have to split your army in half because yeah, Zerg army just dies so quickly too. And also, STEM Marines are really, really good.
That's true. The Marine is the only unit that's a tier 1 and a tier 3 at the same time. I think. Well, actually, Zerglings as well.
I hope
after
that Stormgate will be better. Stormgate will be balanced better.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Can only hope. I also have some kind of concerns about having stuff, but you know, the thing is, as soon as I manage to hold everything and manage to like have the highest level micro and everything, then I'll start complaining. But until then, I just try to stay away from it. But yeah, I can actually see what you mean, because I also struggle against Terran drops, and I think a lot of low level players, if they manage... Now I started actually doing the same thing, like having a run by, having my main army on one side, a run by on the other side, and the prism in the main, and people are like falling apart instantly. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm currently quote unquote abusing. Something that I
Yeah, I'm
should
trying
do.
to abuse
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like something that I should have done because it's more fun. It's more fun because you feel more powerful. You're like, okay, so you had this and you just pick up that and basically you just turn around, and that's what Terrans do. That's what Terrans need to do basically to be effective. And that's what all races can do actually, but I think they're a bit
Insert-
less.
Yeah, but yeah.
But they have mutants to run by in the main instead of a prism, and they have zerglings.
And they have Bane mines, so
That's true.
Bane mines. I don't know why, but I don't know why so small amount of Zergs use it on the pro level. Like,
I think the most memorable is the one with Scarlet and Bomber.
yeah, I've seen it yesterday. And
There we go.
It was already today. I knew that I have to go to sleep, but the clickbaity, which wasn't really a clickbait.
Yeah. I think the CSO Esports did a video on it, and Esports Storyteller did a video on it as well. And of course, the match has a lot of views on it, so that's a solid game in that match.
Yeah, she used it as everyone should use it. I don't know really why don't they just borrow Banes? You have like 5 paths on the map. You borrow 10 Banes in the late game. Nothing is gonna happen to you. Like this, okay, maybe this isn't a really good way to spend. I mean, it isn't a really good for your main army because it just becomes weaker without 5 times 2, 10. Yeah. So without 10 Banes. But still, 1 Bane equals half a army supply, right? So yeah.
Exactly.
And without the 10 Banes, okay, you maybe not gonna hold a push, or I don't know, 10 Marines will survive. But if your opponent walks into 2 Banes with his entire army, he is basically dead.
That's
on that
true.
level.
That's
so
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. Why people
should
don't
have
use it.
asked someone when I was on IM.
Well, I don't know. There's I guess there's metas. That's kind of turtly in my opinion. Maybe, I don't know. I see it from time to time, but yeah, obviously not as much as I would love to see it as well. Maybe it's more difficult because you need to pay attention to it constantly, and then maybe in the late game there's different priorities. I don't know. That
Yeah,
could
but like
also
when
be
you
a
are a
thing.
player like Raynor, who's
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, fast as hell, and or Clamp, who's okay, Clamp, yeah, he plays Terran.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. They think like someone like Clem could actually just spot it and dodge it and all that stuff.
Wait, how can you? It would be really hard to spot. You need to scan or have a Raven on every step.
Yeah, or maybe you just scan before you enter like a path. And...
Yeah. Also, borrowing mines in random places is, yeah, it can be effective too.
Like as Terran or as Zerg. Yeah, as Terran. Yeah, I also think that too. Widowmine is kind of busted in my opinion. Don't want to be a dick about it, but I think Widowmine is kind of busted. At least at our level, I would say. Because at our level, if you like don't pay attention to the minimap, which let's be honest, like let's be brutally honest here, it's going to happen more often than not. You don't have one of your eyes just glued to the minimap, the bottom left corner, and you're gonna lose a lot of workers because of it. So especially Protoss, because that's the most common. They don't really drop Zergs, I don't think so.
No, they don't.
Sometimes I see it, but not really.
Yeah, you can't borrow disruptors, sadly, but you can still make
Borrow
drop
disruptors.
and disruptor run bys. These are or when you are in a fight, the fight ends, and let's say you have bases next to each other, your army is standing there. It's PvP, let's say, right?
Yeah.
You get one disruptor, come closer. That's how I basically won with Proven Hubert. I just did a little sneaky peeky disruptor, not drop it.
Nice. Rombuzz, which race is the easiest to get into when you start out? When you start out in Starcraft, in your opinion?
In my opinion, Protoss, but yeah, mastering it is hard as hell.
No.
With Terran, it's hard to get into it and really easier to master. And with Zerg,
you think Terran is easier to master?
Yeah, Terran is easier to master than to get into it. Like, okay, I mean every race is hard to master, of course, but like
obviously,
yeah.
We're just talking. By the way, for everyone, that's something that I should have told already. But before you write your flaming comments, before you burn the keyboard to crisp, typing those angry comments, these are only our opinions. So I'm asking Rumbuzz's opinion, what he thinks, and we're gonna ask why. That's why I'm asking why. So, yeah. As I said, this is a platform where you can share whatever opinion you have. So, yeah. Continue on.
Okay, and Zerg, it's easy to get into, I think, but it depends on type of player, because like I'm a macro player more like, and yeah, macro cycle of Zerg isn't really hard for me, so it was really easy for me to get into it.
Okay.
But it's hard to master in terms of composition. You know, like what do you want to play versus this? How many roses to build? How many drones you build?
Yeah, that's true.
We were talking about it. You now how many? Oh wait, I was talking about it with sickest. My tongue is already trolling me.
We're already 2 hours in, so
yeah, that's
no surprise.
Wait, really?
Well. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we're already
God. So yeah, and like, what did I want? With Zerg, you have to know when to drone and how many drones you make.
Yeah, when to make units. That's probably the hardest part to master. Just based off your scout, just based off like. And let's just be honest. For example, you cannot really get into a Terran base or get into a Protoss base that easily. Sometimes you just have to sacrifice an Overlord. Okay, you can have Overlord speed and you can scout it, but might be too late. Sometimes Zerg players need to deduct stuff from like getting a Zergling close to the wall and just spotting something, you know?
Yeah.
Let's say you spot like 2 more adepts than you should.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, glaives are coming.
But like, then you have the problem that you are in diamond. This guy just might.
That's the other thing, yeah.
Just might be dumb, and yeah. I actually remember I played versus. There's this meme. My opponent looking for my first pylon and me getting supply blocked. Yeah.
Yeah, the clip from me where I was like, oh, you won't find my second unit because there is none.
Yeah, I'm having this moment, not as much now as I was having earlier, but Yeah, still,
Still, yeah.
yeah, I'm cracking my head where is the pylon? Where is the proxy? Please tell me, man. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna give you back MMR.
I actually have a really good anecdote about this. I remember one of my opponents on, I want to say it was after I got Diamond, one of the first few games that I had, I was like, I was like, oh shit, I forgot my pylon. And I'm like, the probe went round and round, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my pylon. My cybercore was finishing, and I'm like, I did like a 200 IQ thing. I basically, and I also remembered for some reason I didn't chrono boost my probes. I think I got disturbed or something. And you know how I am. If I get disturbed, then goodbye, build order. It's like, it just flew out of my head.
You were playing and you couldn't make a wall on the map.
Yeah. And basically, I have like, I believe he was like checking. I saw him in the replay that was clicking on my Nexus and seeing that's too much energy. And instantly, I was like, okay, double chrono on the gateway, chrono on the cyber core. Like, basically, I started warp gate, but of course, and I started the 2 units, but my second pylon was super late. I had no probe on the map, and I was like, I saw that he was leaving as I placed down my pylon. I'm like, this guy's gonna look for the proxy.
Yeah, you should have went into my specialty, double expand into triple forge on 2 gates or 1 gate.
Yes.
Mauzy, I'm gonna show you the replays of it. Really.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so we have the 2 answers. So, basically, you think. I also have the same opinion that Protoss is probably the easier one to get into because the units are powerful and probably it's not as unforgiving as, let's say, messing up a turn build order or overdroning or something. And I also have maybe
my 100 probes.
I would maybe say that I was surprised that you say turn is the easiest to master. In my opinion, Terran has the most potential with the micro, because you can.
Protoss.
You think Protoss has the most micro potential?
Depends on the situation, but yes, I think it has the most micro situation with.
Okay.
Like you have the War Prism, and yeah, you have War Prism, the Immortals.
You watch too much partying, I can tell.
Yeah.
We gotta watch that party clip from the Kings of Starcraft. I remember that one where he's like kiting all the way back to his bases with 2 immortals and just killing every Ravager.
Yeah.
Also, spoiler.
I'm actually trying to practice this. I'm actually practicing this, but it's really hard, especially if I'm trying to. I can't set like. Deploy all the units on my right mouse button with left mouse button with right mouse button with which I pick up. So I just I'm constantly clicking and it's kind of annoying because clicking, it's really hard to synchronize your keyboard with your mouse with roaches shooting, with your immortals shooting.
Yeah, maybe you need to find like a key for it or something. I mean, I don't know. With the click, it's like you could actually go for the, I don't know, can you even rapid? I mean, you can rapid fire it if that's the case, but
I tried to set right click with the hotkeys editor. I mean, not the hotkeys editor, but with the file. But it crashed my game. So.
Yeah. I imagine if you had that, that would make it much easier.
Yeah,
Then maybe
I
some
would-
other race would be the hardest to master.
I would become the second parting, you know.
There we go. Second parting in the making.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean that's a perfectly fine opinion. Of course, you played a lot of Protoss, so and you saw a lot of parting. Parting is probably the best example to see how well you can micro Protoss units. So
Yeah,
he's
I
doing a lot of
remember
cheese.
a clip of him picking off, picking out one drone on 5 HP probe with 1 HP probe.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then he gets killed by probe coming back from scout.
Yeah, basically. He also has the one where he just picks up his own probes and just with the
Yeah.
war prism. That's also sick. Just to save them.
I-
I think it was in the favorite
It was.
match.
I remember. I think it was versus oracles, and I think I even sometimes do this too, or at least try.
Speaking of
So-
oracles, there was a similar situation in Forjumi versus Arcfire in one of the CSO cups. There's also like a highlight here on the
Oh yeah,
the
okay,
channel.
yeah,
That
yeah,
one
yeah,
is
yeah.
like super crazy.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like Arcfire just did this exact same thing with 2 immortals, just picking them up, dropping them, and just basically killing off Forjumi slowly and surely. Yeah, there's some sick ones, that's for sure. But if I just think about it, the reason why I say Turn has a lot of micro potential, I saw sickest in the clan war. No, not in the clan war. Sorry, versus Mule Boy in DLC
It's
finals. It was like the splits and just how
Yeah,
he
he's really
defended
good
the
with the
5 roach
split.
on waterfall. Like that was crazy, man. Just picking up the cyclone with the medevac, dropping it, picking up the other one, just doing so solid moves. So yeah, I think maybe the difficulty is a bit higher for Terran because you misstep once and you lose your whole army, and you need to be really precise with your splits and everything against Banelings.
Yeah, but I mean, Terran has more micro potential, but less opportunities. You have
That's
way
a fair
more things
argument.
to micro as does. I feel like.
That's a fair argument. I can actually live with it. So yeah, that's actually a fair argument. But yeah, speaking of opportunities, now that we mention it, how long do you think StarCraft 2 has left? We know that
Until
this year is going to
Stormgate
go.
comes out.
Okay, fair and square answer. Pretty short,
Yeah,
concise.
Stormgate will come out. ESL season is gonna end, and then we are not gonna see another.
Okay, I think something along those lines too. I also think Stormgate could be the StarCraft 2 killer, especially if it's really good. If it's really good, then a lot of people will actually join Stormgate, in my opinion. I believe the beta should come in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. That's what they
like. I
advertised.
think in mid 2023.
Yeah, something along those lines.
If they have like, oh my god, Steam is like it's updating itself every time I launch it. I don't know why, but like, yeah,
just
just
Steam
like
things.
to-
Just Steam
Yeah.
things. Steam things.
Of course, it launches for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Connecting to account. Okay, fine. Let's see. Store wish list.
There we go. The wish list. I also have it on wish list.
Okay, Stormgate is coming soon. Okay.
Yeah, and it says I think beta in 2023 or something if you open the page. Hopefully.
Yeah. And let's see.
Hopefully.
No, not Stormgate Hub. For Science Studios, yeah. This is what I wanted to type in. ProsGiant.com. About new Storm Kids out. Yes, please show me it. Okay, when is it coming?
No, I still hope in 2023, at least the beta.
Yeah. Yeah, we are planning to begin beta testing in mid 2023.
There we go. Okay. So that question was answered. Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
But let's talk about ifs. If StarCraft would shut down tomorrow or today or tonight or now, is there another RTS that you would play at the moment? And I'm specifically asking RTS, something to
I would
replace
need to
StarCraft.
see RTS games, and are there any really similar to StarCraft?
Do you know any?
Yeah. Not really. I would switch to Roblox StarCraft. Like,
Is there a
yeah,
Roblox StarCraft actually?
Yeah. Wait, do I have Roblox? Maybe I don't have. But like, I realized it on Reddit. Someone shown it, and I was like, sure, I'm on the computer classes. After we are done, we can just play something on Roblox. Of course, we can't use our phones, but yeah, we can play. So yeah. Also, my
Classic.
teacher is still using a paper like what's the same? This thing where you place Grace to
Yeah, I get what you mean. The
yeah.
can't
thing.
get the thing exactly, the thingy.
Thingy. This one which your parents check every 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just my parents. My parents
Oh,
check, my mom check.
mine checked it as well. They put a lot of pressure on me regarding my grades, so I can feel the the pressure there, so I can understand it. Like, do you know any RTS games like outside of StarCraft? I'm pretty sure you heard of a
Not
couple
really.
of them.
Not really.
Okay.
I know I know some of them, but I don't remember the names right now.
Okay, just for your information, probably currently the next closest thing should be Immortal Gates of Pyre. At
What's
least
that?
in my opinion. That is, well, if you're familiar with the core hotkey layout and the core light,
I'm not.
well, at least if you heard about it, Pig uses
Yeah,
it, and I think by the way, I think Showtime uses the core light. I'm not exactly 100% sure about it, but maybe I believe that's true. But anyways, the creator, one of the creators of the core, is actually an employee right now at Sunspear Games, and they actually ported a StarCraft mod called Vanguard, which was making StarCraft easier by not having the need to produce probes and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Just build and fight and strategize, and no pylons. I think it was the case even then. In Immortal, you actually, the supply goes up, or sorry, the supply cap goes up with the amount of production buildings. And you have 3 resources. Basically, you have, well, 4, I guess, because you count the supply as well. So basically, the idea is that you have a unified command card, so you don't have to bother where the whole thing is, like, oh, what was the hotkey for this and that and all that stuff.
Okay, we can play it after this.
Yeah, it's really intuitive. We'll need an alpha key, by the way, for that. So, but I'm sure we can get one for you.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's still an alpha. That's the issue with it. So
wait,
it's coming.
Isn't a StarCraft?
It is a StarCraft mod, the one that I was talking about, Vanguard, but that actually transformed into Immortal Gates of Pyre.
So we can play the StarCraft mod.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. So basically, that's probably the closest one, because that has the macro elements of StarCraft. And it has
Yes.
also the creeping element of Warcraft 3. So that's kind of appealing for both factions there. And there's like a lot of similarities to even Starcraft 1, for example. I played a couple of games. The only issue is the servers are in NA, and obviously there's a lot of bugs because it's alpha. So yeah. But that's something that, for example, I would pick if Starcraft would shut down. Most likely, that would be the one. There's already like alpha tournaments called Break the Game, so it's a small but really cool community. Yeah, so well, I guess you heard of Warcraft 3, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, Warcraft 3 is probably, I don't know if you heard about stuff like Company of Heroes, or I believe you heard of Age of Empires as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, any of those which actually interested you or something like that?
Not really.
Okay, so you basically would have no RTS game to play if Starcraft would shut down.
Yeah.
Starcraft for life. Okay.
How do you get on access to? Okay, never mind.
To what?
Okay, no, never mind.
Okay. So we talked about different RTSs. We talked about patches, everything. And I'm gonna ask you this. There's two questions here in one, basically. If you could put a unit into the game for each race,
Oh, okay, I remember.
what would it look like, and what could they do? Do you have any ideas right now?
I'm thinking of making a AoE spellcaster. I mean, spellcaster, but it's like more like Disruptor, or a siege tank. So it's siege tank or Disruptor or both, just combined somehow. So it's not actually OP.
Siege tank fires out the ball that's gonna roll towards it. It's
like-
gonna play bowling with zealots or something.
Flying Disruptor, I'm genius. Fix the whole Starcraft problem.
There we go, flying disruptor. Okay. A question: would it shoot air or ground?
Air.
Okay, and exclusively air.
Yeah.
And you would have normal disruptor as well.
Yeah.
All right, that Terrans, Zergs, sad times would come if Rombuzz would take over at Blizzard.
Disruptor versus Disruptor air army versus Disruptor ground army.
What would you call it actually?
Uh,
I have no idea what you could call that to fit his name. I don't know. Doom. Okay, what would it be for Zerg, for example?
Wait, I'm thinking of a name. I almost have it. Deoxygenator. So it's like.
There we go, deoxygenator. Okay, nice. That's a creative
They're
name.
removing oxygen, so flying things can fly.
People are gonna choke so hard they're gonna get their oxygen removed instantly. They cannot breathe anymore.
Yeah.
No breathing room.
Okay. For Zerg, I don't know. I don't know what would I get for Zerg. Zerg is too OP to get something more.
No, nothing needed for Zerg.
Yeah.
You keep what you have, be happy with it. If not, then we'll remove something and then we can add it back later as new unit.
With Terran, maybe something like force fields. Maybe something like Sentry, or thing that can only build force fields.
Scraps.
So Banlings actually don't don't run over your army. Yeah. I think
that would
this
actually
be
make it much more difficult. That's true. I like the idea. Something that would make actually scraps or something. Maybe put down walls.
Yeah. But it would last less time. Yeah.
Yeah, because you basically have like range units and everything. And
cost less. Have the same army supply. But
they last less. That's what.
They last less. And they have, let's say, less HP, and they are only putting out walls, so it's actually not like, yeah.
Would they be destructible by corrosive bile?
Corrosive, yeah, why oh, wait. Maybe, like, why shouldn't they?
Maybe just make it like 2 corrosive biles.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
If it lasts less, then make it 2 corrosive biles. Just to balance it out somewhere. Okay, that's a good idea. I like it. Blizzard, if you watch this, take notes, okay? For Starcraft fixing, Stormgate as well. Starcraft / Stormgate fixing ideas. And of course, the classic part. If you could remove one unit.
Okay, I already have everything.
I love this. I love this dude, man.
Okay, so first Lurker.
Okay.
And then we have Tempest, because this thing does basically nothing and is basically useless. And why would I have a thing? And yeah, it's only used at really pro level, and I'm not a pro at pro level. I don't care.
Introduce it back when I'm at pro level. Thank you. Side note: Tempest only comes back when Rombuzz hits Grandmaster. Sorry, 6k.
And Terran. Yeah, this is actually really hard with Terran.
What do you remove to not break the race?
Yeah, because like you remove tanks, Terran is instantly dead.
What do you remove? Liberators, but then there's no counter to some certain stuff. Ravens, where's the spellcaster then? You remove the Marine, there's no Terran.
Okay, battle. No.
BCs. Okay, there we go. All right. Fair enough.
That went quickly.
Yeah, we got through quickly on this one. And we got to probably my favorite topic here. We're gonna talk about this thing here. This over there somewhere. It says CSO Show. So we have to talk about CSO Esports as well.
Future Mauzy is gonna kill you when you will move the thing around.
Anyways, how did CSO come into the picture, Rombuzz? Because we haven't talked about this, I don't think. How did you end up in CSO?
I've seen Skunix and Trifex were there. Skunix was there.
Honestly, to me, it feels like you guys came in one wave.
Yeah, it was me, Skunix, Misa, and I don't remember if someone more. Sickest, I think, joined later. I remember
much later.
Well.
Much later.
Yeah, he joined with Maro, right? Yeah, because
Yeah, and there was a Maro, Meva.
Yeah, and that's basically why. I also, I've seen you're organizing tournaments. That was +10 to +10 points for me. And I haven't really seen other clans. I've seen CSO. I've seen Team Void. I've seen Alpha X. I've seen Berserker, and
that's pretty much it, I guess.
Yeah.
None of the other teams are pretty much around. They come and go, I guess. We saw what happened to Centex as well, for example. So
what happened to them?
Well, they disbanded basically. Honestly, I haven't dug into the real
Okay.
reason. I hope it's not like financial or something. Well, actually, I don't know. It's like if it's not financial, then it might be burnt out. Which one's better, you know? Like if it's financial, then it's a shit situation. It's a shitty situation, and if it's like burnout, then again it's a shitty situation. So there's no good reason here, I think.
Or just no future in Starcraft.
That's also true. That's also true. So yeah.
Yeah, if I were born like 3 years faster or 4 years faster.
I also say the same, but I sometimes say it like a bit later, you know. Yeah. Okay. Is the tournaments your favorite thing, or what's the favorite thing about CSO?
Right now, when I joined, I joined, it was like there were there were a lot of people that I knew that were going to CSO, and but right now it's like as I've heard, no team really has the things like we are playing Valorant on Friday, come join us, or we are playing team games, or we have our own YouTube channel. We have like sometimes some types of content on it. We have our own tournament, and yeah, there's just a lot of things that other teams don't have, and CSO has, which are really good for newcomers to Starcraft, and just for the lower skill range. Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good answer, and I'm glad because, yeah, we're trying our best. Obviously, we all have lives next to this. Trust us, even our pro players. But yeah, we're trying our best to put it out. Even this one, we're trying to share just a part of us, like our personalities and whatnot. That's why I started this podcast series, and I'm trying not to put this much space in between episodes. But yeah, technical issues and time and everything just comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really happy that you think this way. Okay, this is one of the questions that usually people don't like to answer because they don't like to pick favorites. But if there's anyone that you look up to in CSO, who is
Sickest.
it? Sickest. Okay, that's an instant. Okay, nice. Okay, may I ask why? In what terms do you look up to him?
You couldn't ask a harder answer, really. Just like.
Okay, let me help you out then. Do you look up to him as a player, a personality, a friend?
Oh, wait, I just translated this wrong in my. I think that I just mistranslated this in my head. I translated it as the guy I like the most from CSO.
That's pretty much it. Like someone.
Oh, okay.
Basically, when you look up to someone, it's like, it's like your idol, your it's like a mentor or something. You know, someone you bond with really well. But we can also like go with who you like the most. That's also an answer that
Okay,
nobody wants
yeah,
to give.
Okay, so yeah, this is of course sickest. I mean, yeah, he's. There's one thing with our age, like he's 16, I'm 14. It's of course easier for us to.
It's easier
like
to bond.
talk. Yeah, we have really much in common in these terms.
You also share
like,
the same main language, so
yeah, and like he basically always wants to play with me. I mean, when I ask him to play with me, he plays with me. So yeah, that's
The typical
That's a good
typical
question.
sickest is like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like true.
I,
Yeah,
I love it.
2
You can count on him every single
2 a.m.
time.
2 a.m. school day. Hey man, you want to play?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can play for a couple of hours.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just need to go into bed until my parents are ready to wake me up, so I can simulate
Yeah.
some sleep.
My mom shaking my hand. I mean, my mom congratulating me for waking up so early. Also, you not going to sleep.
Since you're young, you might not know that, but there's that meme from The Office when they're like shaking the hand.
I know this.
You know the meme, I guess.
Yeah, I know the meme.
Yeah, that's a brilliant meme. It's like my mom congratulating me for waking up so early. Me, who hasn't ever slept this whole night. Yeah. Okay. Talk to me about your goals, if there's multiple, inside the team.
Reaching Grandmaster early. That's. I mean, yeah, this is the same thing as basically goal in Starcraft. Yeah, like reaching Grandmaster, and yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Pretty straight up answer. Nice. Okay. This one is another good question.
See a smile on your face.
Yeah, this one is another good question here. Who's the funniest in the team? Who's the funniest in the team?
Okay, once again, it's sickest.
It's sickest. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why later.
Let me have a guess on this one. Is it because you both have? Is it because of those clips that you were talking about?
No. I mean,
don't you have those clips with him mostly in Polish?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not him.
All right. I was just guessing, because.
Please don't expose me.
No way. What? Me? No shot. Okay, so sickest, but yeah, why?
Like,
give us a hint.
How do I describe it? Why someone's funny? Like, it's just funny.
Is he like joking around, or is he getting in like hilarious situations?
Yeah, both. Like,
it's like someone. It's like the Hearthstone stream versus my stream. On Hearthstone stream, you laugh at his jokes and his puns and his basically whatever he says. On my stream, you laugh at me, basically just calling myself out for every single mistake and basically making like hilarious comebacks that should never happen.
Both.
Like in which term?
In both.
Like both. Okay.
Because this, yeah.
Straight up funny. No
Straight
questions
funny.
there.
Yeah.
All right. And once again, we're gonna ask about a teammate. Who do you like or dislike to play against the most in the team? And let me just ask this: do you have a rival in the team?
Okay, so this is once again a hot. This is gonna be a hot trick. Sickest. Hello.
I had a feeling after all this that it's gonna be sickest again.
Playing against sickest Darren, like if he doesn't play 2 base, he's gonna make 10 drops, and I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be so pissed off. Yeah.
So you like or dislike or both? You like it or dislike it or both?
I like playing with sickest Protoss. I like to play with sickest self-race, but I don't like to play versus sickest main race.
Okay, fair enough. Usually it's like the better players, if they play their main race, they're like, for me, for example, it would be Origin, because when I verse his Terran, I have a chance to win, but when I face his Zerg, I'm like bashing my head into the wall, both in game and out of the game as well. So I can get behind that thought.
The person that I'm most competing with would be Alpha, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, actually, Alpha is MIA. Maybe he's gonna return at some point. Who knows? We might get lucky.
Yeah, like he was really active, and then he
He also
stopped.
had a really skyrocketing
Yeah,
performance to like 4K. So
like yeah, I've seen this, and one day, uh, I go to sleep. He's like 3200. The next day, he's freaking Diamond 1. Yeah, like
exactly.
it's we are racing to masters, as you can see. None of us are masters.
Yet.
Yet.
None of yet.
And I didn't see a sign of life from Alpha for a lot of time. So
Yeah, me neither, to be honest. So who knows? And lastly, on this, basically, well, this is going to be your last question, Rombuzz. So, and this one you'll like. This one you'll like. I'm 100%. I'm smiling, but I'm smiling because I know this one you'll like. If you could bring someone into CSO, be it a pro player, amateur, semi-pro, content creator, whoever, who would that be?
Okay, so welcome, Sarah.
There we go.
Uh,
Trust me, I'm pretty sure Jackie and Matt would basically welcome him with open arms. Like,
yeah, like
that would probably be the best thing as well.
yeah, I would. Yeah,
Welcome, Sarah. If money wouldn't be a factor.
Yeah, Maru, like, and from the people more on our level, and
yeah, actually, let's talk about like separately. Let me. Okay, so you talked about a foreigner. You talked about a Korean.
I already know. This is
Let's talk about the semi-pro.
probably a semi-pro. Okay, if I can call Mag a semi-pro, then I think
who again?
Mag.
Mag. Oh,
or
I guess you can.
Or get Giovanna back to CSO.
That's a good idea. Giovanna, if you're watching this, you know where to find us.
Sadly, I think that's not possible anymore. I don't know.
What's not possible?
I'll bring Giovanna back to CSO.
Well, it's good for a thought at least. Okay, and more like our level, like amateur. You can think of a content creator, streamer, someone who's like you think would add something to the team.
Maybe Dave Testa, but like, yeah.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd say Dave. Yeah, Dave is a really cool guy.
Dave was not 100%. Okay, he's cool, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this.
I just love his attitude. Like he's always trying to do the best for the community. That in itself is, I know he would just be a superb addition.
I was about to say Woodsickle, but like.
Sorry?
I was about to say Woodsickle.
A Woodsickle. Okay. Oh, okay. Good old Woodsickle. we bring good old Woodsy into the team. There we go. He's a grinder. I'm pretty sure you know that. So
yeah.
Didn't even know you watch Woodsickle. He has good moments.
I don't really watch him. Like,
oh.
I know, like, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just know.
Okay. Then we got to basically the closing of this whole thing. If you have anything to share, any shout outs, any closing thoughts.
Okay, so if you are watching this, I hope you are not gonna kill me, or
please.
Yeah, I hope you are not. Yeah, please. I don't know. Yeah, this is, well, I don't know what to say, basically. So, goodbye, I
Okay.
guess.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, Rombuzz. This was a really, really fun episode. We managed to pull out 2 hours and 40 minutes. Damn. It's gonna be a longer episode. We suggest to watch it in smaller parts, I guess. I don't know, or just while playing StarCraft.
You should put that on the first.
It's gonna go up in one piece. No worries about that. But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. This is gonna be a long upload. Yeah, like this is gonna be uploading long.
Yeah, it's no issues now. I'm gonna go through it, probably just a bit, see about the volumes and everything. If I can actually just, if there's like a huge discrepancy, then I'm gonna go through it and probably gonna be up as soon as possible. Yeah, that's not exactly a date, but anyways, I can actually close this. So yeah, thank you very much for being here. I really enjoyed talking with you, and yeah, I only wish you the best as usual. I think you have a really, really good future in esports if you decide to give it a try and then pursue it. That of course depends on you. So yeah, I really hope you're just gonna enjoy the journey. And if I haven't said this like back then, like welcome aboard, and we're in this boat and we're helping each other as much as possible. So yeah, guys, check out Rombuzz's socials. I'm gonna have them linked in the description. Check out his Twitter, check out his Twitch, also the YouTube as well. Hopefully we can make him to go upload some content over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload, but you have to give me a tutorial on editing things. How about that?
Oh, you can upload here as well. Yeah, sure. We're gonna talk with Kratos, and he's gonna give you the editor role here as well.
I wanted to upload Baltic Cup highlights because I was going to do it for a longer time, but I don't know how to edit, so you just have to teach me.
Sure.
And yeah, after that I'm gonna upload. Maybe I'm gonna do like some casting too.
Some casting, some good old ladder games that are fun to watch, and all that stuff. There's always some space for content, so let's go. And of course, super huge shout out to CSO Esports for all the support that we got from them. So yeah, shout out to our founders and of course the whole team. Also check out the CSO Esports socials. And last but not least, if you're interested in yours truly, aka myself, the host, I also have my Twitch and my socials linked there. I also have 2 channels even on YouTube, so you can check those out if you want some more Starcraft content, be it casting or gameplay. And hopefully Rombuzz will step into my how do you get it? You say this? Step into my shoes and just fill out a lot of void here on the CSO YouTube channel. Finally getting some more content here. That would be really, really good. So yeah, stay tuned for episode number 3. I'm not exactly sure who's that gonna feature. Might be Sickest, might be someone else. We'll see. I mentioned some people in the very first episode, but yeah, let's keep it a secret. So let's not drag it out too much. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Rombuzz, once again. And we'll see you in the next one.
Also, more info on my tournament in the future.
There we go. We can actually post that here as well on Rombuzz's YouTube. All right. We'll see you in the next one. And cheers.